Alright, hello everyone, this is Whitebox here with another game of Spirit Island. This one came up on my randomizer as well. I'm going to be doing a true solo game, as many minds move as one, against England 5. Just played against England 5 with Keeper, that was my last game, and I'm kind of excited to get back into it and play them with a different spirit. This time many minds move as one. So I'll go ahead, I think I have everything set up, and I should be ready to get started. Assuming I don't have two minor power piles. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on. Their initial explorer was in mountains, so they're going to go ahead and build there first. Probably don't want to let them get a cascade right off the bat. So if I can move in there and get that dealt with, that would be good. So let's see. So first I probably want to get some presents out on the board. And because of the way their towns are set up, I won't be able to stop the builds even if I push those explorers out, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Okay. And it's been a while since I played Money Mines, so I'm kind of going through their unique powers here. Their special rules: when you gather or push beasts, they may come from or go to lands up to 2 distance rather than adjacent. And your sacred sites also count as beasts. So I think I want to get a lot of beasts out on the board and see if I can get some defense up. So probably ever multiplying swarm is going to be my first go. And I don't know if I really need a second card play this turn. They're not going to build a city this turn, so that's good. What did I need? A double growth from top track. I think I want to get don't need the second card plate just yet. So let's go ahead and do double growth from top. I think that'll be okay. I'm going to put both those presents in here. Then I get 1 energy. And I have 1 card play. I'm going to play Ever Multiplying Swarm. Just start getting some beasts out on the board. Alright, I have no fast powers because I don't hit my elements here. So I'll go ahead and just flip an event just for timings purposes. And then I move straight into a build. So I'm going to go ahead and build some towns. Let's build a couple towns. Yeah, it'll be tricky. I think I'll be able to deal with that. Actually, I can just let it go. I prefer not to. Okay, no, I think I'll stick with this. I'll see if I can make it work. Okay. So they did their build. Then they're going to go ahead and explore. Explore in sands. Alright, and then I go ahead and pop box, that's why. Then I go to slow powers. So I'm going to do ever multiplying swarm. I'll add 2 beasts in here. And that's it. That's my turn. So I'll go ahead and discard that. And I go back to growth. Nice fast turn. This turn I think I still want to do the double growth. I won't be able to get up into this land, but I might just let it go. It'll be okay, I think. Or I could try to... Try to pull some stuff over there. So I do have guide the way on feathered wings, which is going to be cool. Tricky. All right, let's see. I'll be able to gather that in. That's okay. So I'll be able to get the defend 1 or defend 2 up here. Right there. Not sure exactly what I want to do. I could skip the invader action and get some fear in that land and try to take everything out in the other one. So let's do that. I'm going to go double growth again. Let's go there. Put 2 over here just to start setting up for next turn. So I get 2 energy. I have 2 card plays. I think one will be Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. Let me go one of these in here instead. That's the range 0. Okay. I won't be able to kill everything there, so that's okay. Tricky. And I will guide the way on feathered wings. We'll see if I can kind of set up for something for next turn, maybe. Alright, so that's going to be my card plays. Then we go into the fast phase, where I have a couple of things. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and do the teeming hosts arrives. So I'm going to gather up to 1 beast at a range of 2. I'm going to target this mountain, and my sacred sites count as beasts. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my sacred sites in there. Okay. Then I'm going to use Boon of Swarming Bedevilment on myself. So all of my presence grant defend 1 in my lands. And I may push up to one of my presence, but, well, I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. You know, actually, I do have the second level of this. I have 3 air, 1 water, and 2 animal. So I can gather up to 1 beast per air that I have, which means with 3 air, I could have gathered these as well, and I think I will, just so I'll have them there for future turns. Keep them with me. That'll be good. And I have defend, so lots of defense. Guide the way on feathered wings. I'm going to go ahead and I can't get 2 Dahan in there, unfortunately, but I can start trying to stack them up. So I'm going to move this one in here and then just pull that Dahan into this land. Okay, and I only have the first level of this, but I can use it in either of my lands, so I guess this one's defended 4 instead of 2, and I get 2 fear for that. Okay, that's my turn. Next is fast powers, or excuse me, the event. So let's see, I'm in stage 1, so seeking the interior. In each coastal land, push 1 explorer, 1 land inland. Okay. I didn't put the extra defend here, so that one's still only 2, so I'll push this one here. And then Beast Prowl. Each beast generates 1 fear if invaders are present and moves to an adjacent land if not. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fear, because my sacred sites count as beasts. So 2, 4. That's pretty good. And then forsake the barren land. On each board, push 2 Dahan from a land with blight to a land without blight. Well, I guess I have to move that. Alright, and then somehow I ended up with 2 fear cards already. So I've got Panicked by Wild Beasts. Each player adds 1 strife in a land with or adjacent to beasts. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and do it on that city. And then explorers are reluctant. During the next normal explore, skip the lowest numbered land matching the invader card in each board. Cool. And I'll go ahead and put that right here. Okay. Ravage in mountains. This is defended 4. Nothing's fighting back though, so that's fine. This is defended 3. They'll do 1 damage to one of the Dahan here. And then the Dahan will fight back, doing 4 damage, which is enough to kill both of these. Then build in sands. That's not sands. That's sands. Okay, and I'm skipping the lowest numbered land. So they explore just right here. Doesn't matter so much against England, but that's okay. Alright. Now it goes to slow powers, which I had none, so back to growth. So I'm actually pretty close to target level 2. I'll try to push that. I'd like to add some defense up here and see if I can stop that Ravage. Don't think that I'll be able to, so I might just give it up. Let's do 1 growth from top. I don't think I need both. I'll do my 3rd growth option here. Add a presence and a beasts. I'll do that up here. Gets 1 energy. And I can gather up to 1 beast into a land. So I'll go ahead and gather. I'll leave my sacred site there and just gather an actual beast. Okay, then I get 2 energy as part of presence. I have 2 cards left, so I'm going to play both of those. I've got a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh, and Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings. So let's see what I'm going to use them on. We're going to the fast phase right away, and I should have a bunch of fast powers here. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and use Beset and Confound the Invaders. Well, actually, first, let me do the Teeming Host Arrives. I'm going to abandon this land and gather my presence into here. And I can gather some more if I want. Let's see, what level of this am I hitting? Second level? Yeah, I don't need to gather anymore, so that's fine. Then I'm going to use the second level of Beset and Confound the Invaders into this Coastal Sands. So that's 3 Fear and Defend 4. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings in... Now let's see, what am I going to do here? I guess I can empty that land out. Might be good, just for kind of future-proofing stuff. So let's go ahead and use Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings right here. I'll go ahead and push that town into this jungle. And I get 1 Fear for that card. And I can use a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh here as well. So that's going to remove up to half of beasts in target land. I'll just remove 1. For each beast removed, 2 Fear, and they skip 1 invader action. So no build there. Okay, and I think that's good. That's my innates, that's my 2 powers, so we go to an event. Rising interest in the island. Your island is unlike any the invaders have seen. Their leaders have begun to take interest in tales of strangeness. You may ignore the curiosity. Return the top card of the invader deck to the box. Skip cards specially placed during setup. On each board, add 1 town to a land without one. Or I can weave lies in the minds of their observers. I think that's what I want to do. So the cost is going to be 4 energy per player aided by air, which is almost free for me. Return the top Fear card to the box, and during the next normal ravage, each town city does +1 damage. It's totally fine. I'm going to do that. I'll pay 1 energy, because I have 3 air. Return this Fear card, which pushes me to Terror level 2 already. And during the next normal ravage, each town and city does +1 damage. Not going to matter. Beast of the Jungle. On each board, add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. 1 Fear if invaders are present. Gets me another Fear card. That's really good. And then Traps and Snares. On each board, add 1 Wilds to a land with Dahan. Now let's go ahead and throw that in here. Going well so far. Okay. So now I get 2 Fear cards. Terror level 2. On turn 3. Pretty good. Dahan attack. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. 1 damage per Dahan there. That's going to be really nice. So let's go ahead and do... Let's see, I can't kill that. So I guess I will do this one. I'm going to go ahead and damage the city. Because I'll be able to kill it next turn. So it's down to 2 health. Yeah, not going to be able to kill both the city and the town, but that's okay. Alright. And then Seek Safety. Each player may gather 1 explorer into a land with towns and cities, or gather 1 town into a land with a city. Do I want to do that? What are they building? Wetlands? They're going to do it anyway. I can't stop that build there, so... or this build here is already getting skipped. I'll just gather this explorer here. Okay. Then we go to the invader phase, so we get a build. They're skipping the build here. They do build there, so thanks to England, speciality. That drops. Ravage and Sands. So this one is blighting, can't do anything about that. This one here, they're doing 2 damage, or 3 damage because of the event. Thanks to the Strife. Strife goes away. And then the Dahan will fight back. They can do 2 damage to the city, which is enough to kill it. 1 damage to this explorer and 1 damage to the town, but that's not enough to kill it. So, but they do kill the city, and that's what I wanted. You know, I guess I could have killed this town if I'd planned it out. Should I go back and do that? It's a bit of a retcon, but no new information has come up. No new invader card is flipped yet. So let's go ahead and do that. No, information has come up because safety came out after Dahan attack, so not going to retcon that. Okay. Alrighty, so that was the Ravage. Next I get to build in Wetlands. I'll get 2 towns for that. And then explore in Jungle with Escalation. The Escalation builds in the land with the most towns and cities, so that's going to be a tie between this and this. Don't really love that. Let me go ahead and put it into the desert here. It's going to get them a little close, but I think I'll be able to deal with it. Okay. That's it. No soul powers, so I'm reclaiming because I have no cards left. And I think, let's see, I'll have 6 energy this turn. I think I'll go for, I don't have anything in discard though. I'm gonna go for a minor. I think I'm gonna keep trying to do this, and I'll unlock this next turn so I can get a major next turn. I think that's the way to go. I don't want to get stuck in a reclaim loop, so I'll stick with the minor. Swarming Wasps, very good. Cycle of Times and Tide, also pretty good. Call to Migrate, and Savage Mob Beasts. Savage Mob Beasts, unfortunately not great against Ingling because the most you can do is 2 damage with it, so I think I'll just get Swarming Wasps and keep rolling in the beasts. Add more and more beasts. It's very good. So they're going to build, they're going to ravage wetlands. I don't know that I can do too much to it. I can try though. I can get a defend up here and deal with that. The coastal one, a little trickier to get to. So I might just let that go. Okay. So I think ever multiplying swarm, there's not a huge urgent need this turn for something, so the more beasts that I can get out, the better it is. And I'll probably also do, let's see, make sure I can get the 2nd level on this one. Guide the way on Feathered Wings. I think that'll be okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I get 2 energy as part of presence. And I go into a fast power phase. So for my fast powers, I'm going to go ahead and use my innate here. The teaming host arrives to gather 1 beast in here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'll leave my sacred site there in the mountain. And then I'll go ahead and do Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. So go ahead and move this beast and these 2 Dahan into this land. Then I'll go ahead and target this land with Beset and Confound the Invaders, level 2. So it's 3 Fear and Defend 4. this is slow, so I think I'm good. I think that's it. Okay, so now I go to, I don't need this anymore. Now I go to an event. So my event here is Bureaucrats Adjust Funding. On each board with 9 or more towns and cities. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, build cards will skip the highest numbered matching land. That's cool. Alright. Terrifying Beasts, 2 fear per board with 2 or more beasts. Easy. And then Coordinated Defense, when invaders ravage, if the land has both Tahan and Presence, defend 5. That's okay. Let's see. Terror level 2. In each lane with Tahan, defend 1, plus an additional defend 1 per Tahan. Okay. Not moving my Tahan around enough, I guess. So I'm going to go to a build first here. They're going to build in Sands. Don't love that city there, but can't do anything about it. Ravage and Wetlands. This one's defended a ton, so they'll fight back. Kill these guys. Get to me another fear card. This one will blight. Then we get a build in jungle. Use that. And get a city here. And then explore coastal. Okay. Alright, probably going to have a blighted island next turn, but that's okay. Alright, and then I go to the slow power phase. I have ever multiplying swarm, so I can add 2 beasts at a range of 0. So I'll go ahead and pop them in. Maybe that coastal sands actually, because that's going to come up soon. And if I can get a big defend there, that'll help. So go ahead and do that into here. I didn't pay for that, so I'll do that now. And that's that turn. So I have 5 beasts in that land. I could get the 6 fear and defend 10, assuming I can hit everything. We'll see. I think I'm going to do a double growth here. So I can get up to 3 card plays. Let me go ahead and do, I'm going to avoid those jungles. I'm probably not going to be able to stop them. Katniss, what's going on? Well, I maybe could. Yeah, let's go in here. I'll ignore the jungles for now. Another dangerous thing, but that's okay. Katniss, you're being very loud. Okay, so I'll do that. Then I go to the spirit phase. I'll go ahead and gain 2 energy, and then I'll pay those 2 energy to gain a power. I'm going to gain a major, see if I can get one that works with beasts. Got a lot of beasts on the board. Instruments of the Unruined, great card. Doesn't work with beasts, but might be okay anyway. It's got Gale-Elements too. And Pent-Up Calamity. Oh, I did not shuffle. These were the top ones from last time. Yeah. Shuffle these. Ridiculous cat. Ooh, okay, so I lucked out here and got 3 beast powers. I've got Settle into Hunting Grounds, which actually I don't have any leaves, so that's a little hard for me to hit. Insatiable Hunger of the Swarm and Infestation of Venomous Spiders. Those are both fantastic. I think I like this one more because it gives me the mountain, which will let me hit Beset and Confound the Invaders. Both really good though. Yeah, let me go Infestation of Venomous Spiders. I'm going to go ahead and forget Ever Multiplying Swarm, because I've got my... No, I need that for the kicker for this. So I'll forget Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. Okay. Maybe I'll just forget Swarming Wasps, because Guide the Way has been pretty nice for me. Yeah. I'll keep Guide the Way and Feather Wings, forget the minor that I picked up, Swarming Wasps. It's very good, didn't get to use it, but that's okay. Alright, so now I have 3 card plays. The Ravaging Jungles. And I could stop the Ravage and the build in the Coastal Jungle, so I think I'll do that. So I will go ahead and play Infestation of Venomous Spiders. Won't be able to have the kicker just yet, but that's okay. And then my others are all free. I don't need defense. My leg fell asleep. So I'll go Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh and Pursue with Pecks, Scratches, and Stings. I'll pay for that. I won't be able to use that again next turn, unfortunately. That's okay, we'll see what happens. I miss out on the highest level of this because I don't have a 4th or a 5th beast there. That's okay. It's still 4 fear. Okay, we'll leave this. Alrighty, so going into fast powers, I'm going to go ahead and use Infestation of Venomous Spiders. I can add a beast here and gather a beast. I'll gather my presence. And then for each beast, 1 fear, invaders skip 1 action, target lands. So they're going to skip 2 actions there, and I get 2 fear. Then I can stop the build there. So then I'll go ahead and use a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. I'll use it right here. I could skip 2 and just, let's see, that'll leave me with 4 beasts. I do want to leave 4 beasts there, so I'll just do 1, and that gets me to fear. And I'll mark this that they're skipping an action there as well. Okay. So that was Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh and Infestation of Venomous Spiders. Still have a bunch of stuff here. So let's go ahead and do the Teeming Host Arrives. Do I have the 3rd level? I do, so I can gather up to 4 beasts. I'll go ahead and gather these guys into here. No, I don't need to defend it. So I'll gather them in here. How much can I defend in here if I did that? They're doing 6 damage there. I could get the defense 7 in there instead. Well, let's do that. So I'm going to gather those 2 beasts into this jungle, and I can gather more. So I'm going to go ahead and gather this beast and my presence from there, because I can gather up to 4 using the Teeming Host Arrives, because I have 4 air. And that gives me 4 beasts in that land. So now I'm going to choose Beset and Confound the Invaders in this land. That's going to be 4 fear. Gets me another fear card. I'm in terror level 3 already. And defense 7 in this land. And then I still have Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings. For each beast past the first, push 1. So I can't use that to stop them building a city here, but I think that's fine. I just won't push anything. I'll just use it on this land for the 1 fear. That's okay. Okay. So lots of stuff happening. Those were my 5 powers. Now I go to an event. I have Heavy Farming. Still a healthy island somehow. So during the next Nova Ravage, each town does +1 damage. Okay. That's alright, I think. And then I get Prey on the Unwary. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. 3 explorers dead. And then Coming of Age. On each board, add 1 town to, or add 1 Dahan, excuse me, to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. It's just this one. And then 3 terror level 3 cards. So I've got Nerves Fray. Each player adds 2 Strife in a single land not matching a Ravage card, and then 1 fear. Let's just throw it on here, just in case that comes up again. I might have to do something about this, because they are going to have another one in there. 1 fear per player. Wary of the Interior. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from any land. Let's do it this way, so I don't stack up too many buildings in there. And then Dahan Threaten. Each player adds 1 strike in a land with Dahan. In every land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. So unfortunately that's not going to take anything out, thanks to England having extra health on their stuff. But go ahead and throw that strife under this city. Okay, now I go to the invader phase. So they're going to build in wetlands. Can't stop that. Build here. They will still build here. Ravage and Jungle. They're skipping the Ravage here. This one is defended 7. They're doing 6 damage, so not enough. Building Coastal. They're skipping these 2 builds. This one will still build. And then I get Wetlands again, so they're going to go ahead and explore Wetlands and build in the land with the most towns and cities. There's a tie here and here. I want to keep throwing it into that desert. It's just going to be easier, so I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, and I had no slow powers, so that's already the end of the turn. And I've got to reclaim. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough energy to get my Infestation of Venomous Spiders again. I'm a little poor. I'll just gain a minor. Veil of the Night's Hunt, Treacherous Waterways, Animated Rack Root, and Here There Be Monsters. Here There Be Monsters, nice, just gets me more fear. I think I'll do that. Just Russian fear. Okay. So that's that. Now I have 2 energy gain, and I get 3 card plays. So I think I'll go Here There Be Monsters. I just picked it up. It's nice. Gets me 3 fear. Almost definitely. Then, let's see. They're ravaging Coastal. So I would like to stop that, or at least defend. This one should be able to defend no problem, because they're only doing 2 damage there. So I can probably use Boon of Swarming Bedevilment on myself. Can't say that word. And then maybe the Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, let's go with those card plays. All free, which is good. Saves up energy for next turn when I'll be able to play Infestation of Venomous Spiders. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Cool. So, I have a couple things to do. First up, I'm going to target myself with Boon of Swarming Development. So for the rest of this turn, each of my Spirit's Presence grant defend 1 in its land. So that's going to be a defend 2 here, probably not enough. Might have to have them skip something there, actually. Yeah, instead of Guide the Way, I'm going to change out for a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. Okay, cool. So that should be fine. I can give up the build here, that doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and plan this out. So I am still using Boon of Swarming Bedevilment on myself. I'm also going to use the Teeming Host Arrives, and I'll just gather a million beasts over here. Doesn't really matter. Well, you know, I won't leave myself a water. So do I need this? Yeah, I do. Okay. So I'll gather those. I'm not going to have enough defense here, am I? Tricky. Actually, I might be okay. I don't get the push from this, sadly. Yeah, that's kind of all I can do. Okay. So let's do that. I'll keep gathering here. I'll gather more. So I'll do this, so I can do a big defend in this land instead. I can gather up to 4, so I will. I'll gather all of those. Then I'll use a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh here, removing this beast, and I will skip that action. Gets me 2 fear. So that's this, and then I have Beset and Confound the Invaders, which I'm going to use here. So I have the 3rd level of it, so it's 4 fear and defense 7. So this land right now is defended 11. Should be good defense-wise there. Stop that cascade. Alright, and I am 3 fear away. Alright, event. Thriving Trade. On each board, add 1 city to a coastal land with a city. Well, I'll do it here because they're just skipping the Ravage there. Because I get to choose which invader action I skip, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So, yeah, skipping the Ravage, not the build. Okay. And then Pestilence arrives on canvas sails. On each board, add 1 disease to the coastal land with the most towns and cities. In that land, 3 damage to Dahan. I'll do it there. And then Clever Cooperation. Each spirit may push 1 of their presence from a land with Dahan. 2 damage in the land pushed to. No, I'm not going to do that. So. Okay, 2 fear cards. Retreat. Each player may push any number of cities and towns from 1 land. Let's go ahead and push from here. And then Tall Tales of Savagery. Removes 2 Dahan or 1 town from each land with 2 explorers or 1 town from each land with Dahan, then remove 1 city from each land with at least 2 Dahan. Okay. Well, that's just going to empty this out. Don't get the fear from destroying the city, but it doesn't say may, so I have to do that. Okay. And this is healed. Alright, so now to the invader phase. They're going to build in jungles, so we'll just skip this. We'll get this. Ravage and coastal, skipped, defended, nothing. Build in wetlands. They'll go ahead and build here. It's a city. Very crowded wetland here. And a town over there. And then explore in sands. With escalation, which is going to build. Yeah, that's tricky. They're going to build in sands again. They're going to build in wetlands too, so I kind of have to do it here. And I think I'll be able to deal with that. Okay. Now it goes to slow powers. Here there be monsters. You may push one, explore town, city, Dawn, whatever. I'll go ahead and target this land here. Just push that guy somewhere. And then it generates 3 fear. Okay. Couple minutes left until I have to be back, so maybe I can finish this turn off. We'll see. Might take a break in between. Actually, it might make more sense to take a break now and come back when I have a longer break. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pause right here. Leave this as is. I think I'm in good shape. I just need 9 more fear, and I win. So that's the goal. I'm not going to kill all these cities. So 9 fear to win. So taking a break, I'll be back in an hour or so to finish this out and see if I get a win over level 5 England for the 2nd time in a row. Alright, so my mic did not kick on as I came back to try to finish up this game, so I'm going to do it as a voiceover instead. And I'll try to make it so my voice matches up with my lips, but it probably won't throughout this whole thing. I can at least explain some of my thought process here as I was going through. So at this point in the game, I am 9 fear away from victory. I have 1 in the fear pool to get another fear card, and then I have 2 fear cards left. So that's my end condition. I am trying to race through that fear pool to try to win this game. There's a little bit of danger here with that coastal wetlands. It's going to build and then ravage, so there's going to be a lot of damage coming in there. But if I can get those 9 fear in the fast phase, then I don't even have to worry about that. I can go ahead and take care of England and move on with a still healthy island somehow, though lots of invaders are still on the board. So I'm doing a double growth from my bottom track. I'm going to go ahead and put those extra presents into that coastal wetland just to add some other presents there, add some more beasts that I can use. And then I'm going to go ahead and just play all of my cards. So in this case, I actually moved those into that jungle instead. That's okay. It still works out in the end. So right now I have 2 energy from presents, and I'm going to go ahead and play all 4 of the cards that are left in my hand, which costs all 5 of those energy. So I'm playing Infestation of Venomous Spiders, Ever Multiplying Swarm, Guide on Feathered Wings, and the Scratches, Bites, and Stings one. And most of these cards are fast, so they're going to generate a lot of fear in the fast phase. Alright, so just explaining how I'm going to generate that fear in the fast phase, moving straight into the fast phase, and I'm going to go ahead and play this out. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is go ahead and use the teeming host arrives to kind of gather some more beasts into that land, just so I can pick it up. And I'm also going to go ahead and use the scratches, pecks, and stings there to generate that 1 fear and get me that extra fear card. And I can use Beset and Confound the Invaders, which I have the 4th level for, the highest level because of all my elements. So that's going to give me 6 fear and a defend 10. So that lands pretty safe with the defend 10, and the 6 fear gets me very close to a fear victory. I'm just 3 fear away. And at this point I have not used Infestation of Venomous Spiders, and I actually haven't gotten the 1 fear yet from the scratches, picks, and stings. So I'm going to take that 1 fear now, push out some of these invaders just in case something happens, so that I can still defend that coastal wetland. I actually don't need to guide the way on Feathered Wings, so I just kind of ignore that card. And instead I go straight into Infestation of Venomous Spiders. So with Infestation of Venomous Spiders, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull some more beasts into that land just so I can stack it up. So I can gather 1, and I also add 1. And then for each beast, it generates 1 fear to a max of 4. Currently, in that land, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 beasts, plus my 6 presents, which count for 3 more beasts, I believe. It could be just 1, maybe I misread that rule. Either way, it's a max of 4 fear. So that does give me 4 fear in that coastal wetland, and I win, because I only need 2 in order to push me to a terror level victory. And there we go. So this was a victory over England level 5. Second victory in a row against England level 5 after not having beaten 4 more than once in the entire time that I played Spirit Island. This was a surprisingly easy game. I still kept a healthy island, and it was very cool. I really liked the spirit, and it was a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to definitely keep playing this, keep upping the difficulty. As I scored this up, this ended up being my highest scoring game ever by quite a bit. I only had 3 blight on the board, and I had 7 Dahan still alive. It was England level 9, and I beat it with all 5 stage 3 cards left in the deck. So this was a nice 69-point game, 9 more than my highest previous score, and it worked out really well. So hopefully I'll keep this going, keep rolling with higher level adversaries. It's been a lot of fun getting to kind of up that difficulty. And if you did enjoy this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I like sharing this content. This is my favorite game by far, and hopefully you've enjoyed this journey of me upping my difficulty from kind of the intermediate level to an advanced level, and I'm going to keep pushing that. So have a great day, everyone, and thanks for watching.